Welcome to my first getting ready for Italy video. I'm gonna just kind of walk through some of the stuff I've been doing to get ready for Italy. I'm starting to feel really overwhelmed. I'm in a little bit of a panic mode. I started making a list, and I'm not gonna show it to you because I've got some kind of personal things on here that I don't want you to see, but I'll show you the paper I'm doing it on. And my list takes up the entire page. And this is just what I thought of in one sitting. I have slowly been adding to this list. And the more I add to it, the more freaked out I get. I've only been able to mark 2 things off my list so far. It's not progressing very quickly. But anyway, making a list is really helpful because over the last few weeks, I mentally have been thinking about everything I need to do before I go. And I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. And then it just slips my mind again until I start thinking about it in another few days. So this is helping me get my thoughts in order. It also helps me because when I have some spare time, I can pull out my list and look at it and just pick 1 or 2 things to start working on. I'm just focusing on making my list and knocking a few things out today. I made a few more appointments today. They weren't doctor's appointments, but they were kind of personal appointments that I decided to go ahead and get done. One thing I've got to do is make sure I have enough medications for my trip to Italy. So I'm making sure I get 90-day supplies of all my medications and having them sent to me or pick them up at the pharmacy. That way I don't have to worry about getting my medications in Italy. I also started making a list of things I need to buy for my trip. I need to buy a checkable suitcase. I don't have a large checkable suitcase. I tend to just check a smaller suitcase, but I will be packing quite a bit for this trip, so I need to buy a large one. I'm also going to make a separate list about all the clothes I need to bring. The plan that I've decided on is to bring 1 week's worth of clothes and buy the rest of the clothes I need once I'm in Italy. This will reduce the amount of checked bags and luggage that I have to deal with. And I think it'll be just a fun experience to shop in Italy and kind of see what styles are there and the different clothes and everything. I have to order plugs so my computer and phone and everything can work in the outlets in Italy. And another thing I have to do, which I think I will end up doing this weekend, is I want to get some euros in cash. You never know when you need cash, and it's always nice to have a little on you. So I'm gonna go to the bank and ask them to send me some euros. If you do it through the bank, you pay a lot less in transaction and fees and stuff like that, as opposed to like being at the airport and trying to get a conversion or, you know, getting charged fees on your debit card if you're over there. I don't really know how that works, but I just know it'll be easier for me to order some euro while I'm here and my bank can send it to me. So that's one of the transfers I did. I have a few banks, so I transferred some money to one bank to another, and then I'm gonna go to that bank and get that money turned into euro. So what I've done so far is well in advance of my trip. So I've known when I'm going for a while now, and I have scheduled all my doctor's appointments before my trip. You know, as most people probably, my doctor's appointments are spread out throughout the year, and I kind of smush them all into the few months before I leave. So that way I get everything taken care of. I don't have to worry about missing an appointment while I'm in Italy. And then also, if anything's an issue, I can get it caught early and hopefully address it before I go. It's been exhausting. There are some days where I have like 2 doctor's appointments in a day and then 3 or 4 doctor's appointments in a week. I do go to the doctor a lot, long stories, but it's good and it's a peace of mind to know that I'm getting this stuff over with. Another thing I've been doing is transferring money like crazy. I've had to make over the last few weeks and in the coming weeks the final payments for the program that I'm doing in Italy. I have to pay the final program fee for the company I'm working for. I have to pay rent for the apartment that I'm going to be living in. And not only that, I have to make sure I have money in all of my accounts and that everything's automated so that I don't have to worry about it while I'm in Italy. I also want to make sure I have extra money in my accounts just because I'm going somewhere, I'm going to be spending money, I'm going to be buying myself some keepsakes, trinkets, whatever, and I want to make sure that I don't run out of money. And another thing I did the other day was I opened up a new credit card. This is not advice. This is just what I did in my situation. I think one of my credit cards has no foreign transaction fees, but that card is an American Express card, which is not very frequently taken in Europe. So I decided to get a new credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. So that way I can use a credit card and not have to worry about it in Italy. This is a Visa or MasterCard. I don't quite know which one it is yet. I'll get it in the mail soon. It is also a airport rewards card. Again, this is a personal choice. I tend to fly on a certain airline the most, and so it made sense for me to get this airline credit card so that way I can rack up points and miles with this airline. And I do fly them a lot, so it's not like the points will go unused. Other than that, it has been just a lot of feeling overwhelmed. I think one thing I'm trying to do is not feel overwhelmed, because this list keeps growing, and when I look at this list, it's not easy things where it will take like 5 minutes and I'm done. It's things that I have to do research, or I have to wait on money to arrive somewhere, or for something to arrive at my house. And it's a really overwhelming feeling, because I feel like I don't have a lot of time left to plan for my trip. I probably do, but I tend to like everything done sooner rather than later. And I've just been feeling really overwhelmed, and hopefully it gets better. If I tell myself knock out a few things a day, I should get close. But anyway, I will keep you updated on everything I'm doing to go to Italy. It is definitely a learning experience for me, and crazy. I'm just ready to be in Italy. Like, I wish I could fast forward through all this preparation work and just be there, but here I am. Hopefully I make some more progress on this list, but we'll see.